That's like 49 extra driver's licenses. As a matter of fact, if you handed me your driver's license, I would use it as a bookmark in my passport. And he grabbed it and threw it into my lap, and he goes, that's an ID to travel around the world. And my daughter goes, isn't this the International House of Pancakes? The guy turned around and he looked at me and he goes, what? And I said, are you wrapping presents up there? I mean, we could do this all night long. And he held up his bag of M&Ms with the dainty corner ripped off, and he shook it at me like a rattlesnake tail. And I said, that's not an excuse, man. Tear off the top, pour it into your palm, and shove it in your face like a goddamn American. And he turned around, and I thought we were done, but we were not. Because he turned back around about 2 minutes later, looked at my daughter, and he goes, you know what? You disrespected me. And my daughter goes, you know what? I'm supposed to be here. She's the best. And then she just put up knuckles like this. Like, what's up? That's a bad bitch right there.
Dogs. And they all go, what? Who wants to know what jobs they've got? We all do. Right. Okay. Labradors. Yeah? Do you like carefully bringing back dead ducks? Yeah. That's your job. Amazing. That is amazing. That is my favourite job. That is my favourite job. Jack Russells. Yeah. Do you like shooting down rabbit holes after... Yeah. That's your job. Fucking hell. Best day ever. Best day ever. Miniature poodles. Yeah. Do you like being carried around by elderly homosexuals? Yeah. That's your job. That's your job. Ridgebacks. Yo. You're hunting lions. What?
She woke me up one day singing. Goes, good morning. And so just for the hell of it, I sang back. I go, good morning to you. And now I was in a sing-off for the rest of the day. So we had like a musical at my house the whole day. I was like, I'm cooking eggs and I'm cooking eggs. And she was over in the corner going, and bacon. And bacon. It was great. We were having so much fun. The problem was we needed to leave the house to do things. The deal we made was you have to sing at least one time at every location. Now, that's not my advantage because she is a little girl and cute and she can sing wherever she wants. So we went to Goodwill to drop off couches and we head in and she opens the door and she just goes, hello, and then looks up at me like, your move, bitch. Because she knew that in less than 2 minutes, I was going to have to look another grown man in his face and just be like, where do you want these couches, sir? And he's gonna be like, we do not want your couches. Why don't you and your weird daughter get back on your spaceship and fly home? My son, he swore at me for the first time. I made him dinner one night and he goes, I'm not eating this sucks. And I go, yep, you are eating it. And he goes, no, I'm not. And I go, you can eat it now, or you can eat it for breakfast, or I can pack that in your lunch for tomorrow, but that is your next meal. And then he started breathing heavier, so I knew he was mad and nervous, and he looked at me and he porky pigged a little bit. He goes, that's bullshit. I was like, have a little trouble getting that one out, did you? I go, you think you're a man? You want to step outside and see if you're a man? And he goes, yeah. And he walks away from the dinner table, never breaking eye contact, goes to the front door, puts on his Velcro shoes. And he goes, are you coming? I said, no, I'm not. I'm going to eat my food because it's warm. And he said, I thought you were going to beat the hell out of me in the front yard. Mom, I never said that. What I said was, do you think you're a man? You want to step outside and see if you're a man. What I meant was, you're going to camp in our yard for 1 week and eat only the animals you kill. That way, when your BB gun jams up on the second day, you can come in here and eat the rest of this bullshit. Because it will be waiting for you. I hope that's okay.
A lot of venomous snakes. So he's like, when you walk around, just keep an eye out for snakes. But if you do get bit by a snake, the best thing to do is just go ahead and just catch the snake and then bring it with you so then we know like what snake bit you. And I was like, I'm pretty positive, like that's not what you're supposed to do. I've never seen that on Animal Planet or something, like just catch a snake. I've never caught a snake in my life, and then when I get bit, I gotta get it together and catch a snake for the first time. I was like, it's not gonna go good, dude. He's gonna keep biting me. That's all that's gonna happen. And he was like, it doesn't matter, you've already been bit. And I was like, do you even know what a snake is? It completely matters. There's a huge difference between 1 bite and probably 30 bites, which is what we will be at if I try to catch this snake. Who told you this? The snake? Is that who told you to tell me this?
I found a ruler on the sink in my son's bathroom. 15 minutes after I found the ruler, I knocked on his bedroom door because that is how long it had taken me to stop laughing. I actually knocked with the ruler. I was just like, tick, 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 tick. And he goes, yeah? And I go, hey man, I found the ruler in your bathroom. And he goes, what about, and then, no! That's what he yelled. This kid was so embarrassed, he started 2 sentences, bailed on both of them, and then fell off a cliff. So I go, hey, what was going on in the bathroom with the ruler? 30 seconds passes and he finally yells through the door, I was doing math while I was pooping. That's what he yelled at me, aggressively. Like it was my fault. I stumbled upon this ruler in my home.